The year 2008 has been truly eventful for China. The Chinese people prevailed over disasters caused by the heavy snowstorms and a massive earthquake that hit Wenchuan, Sichuan province. And we successfully hosted the Beijing Olympic and Paralympic Games. The ongoing international financial crisis has spread from some parts of the world to the entire globe, from developed countries to emerging markets, and from the financial sector to the real economy. It is still spreading and has seriously affected the economic development and people's livelihood of all countries. The situation is very grim. To effectively address the financial crisis, maintain global financial stability, and promote world economic development are crucial to global prospect of growth and the immediate interests of all countries. A few days ago, leaders of the G20 countries held the Summit on Financial Markets and the World Economy in Washington and reached broad consensus on meeting the financial crisis, promoting world economic development, and reforming the international financial system. China, on its part, is doing its best and has adopted a number of important measures, including, for example, ensuring the stability of our banking system, providing necessary liquidity support to the financial markets and institutions, and enhancing macroeconomic policy coordination and cooperation with other countries. We will, with a sense of responsibility, continue to work with the rest of the international community to enhance cooperation and preserve stability in international financial markets. The international community should earnestly draw lessons from the ongoing financial crisis and, based on full consultations among all stakeholders, undertake necessary reform of the international financial system in a comprehensive, balanced, incremental and result-oriented way, with a view to establishing a new international financial order that is fair, just, inclusive and orderly, and fostering an institutional environment conducive to sound global economic development. It is imperative to step up international cooperation in financial regulation and enhance the early warning and regulatory capacities. The global responsibility of international financial institutions to fend off financial risks should be strengthened, and developing countries should have bigger say and representation in international financial institutions. We should encourage regional financial cooperation and enhance capacity of mutual support in liquidity. The international monetary system should move steadily towards diversification and work more effectively. Financial institutions and intermediaries of various types should improve risk management and increase transparency. China will continue to promote the building of a sustainable international economic system, an inclusive and orderly international financial system, a just and equitable international trading regime, and a fair, an effective global development system. While seeking our own development, we will accommodate the legitimate concerns of our cooperation partners, developing countries in particular. We support the international community in helping developing countries strengthen capacity for independent development and improve people's livelihood. We support efforts to promote trade and investment liberalization and facilitation. And we support the joint endeavor of all countries to uphold world economic security and promote common development and prosperity. Ladies and gentlemen, dear friends, people now want to know the prospects of China's development. We will unswervingly pursue reform, improve the socialist market economy, and build systems and institutions that are dynamic, efficient, more open, and conducive to scientific development. We will follow a new path of industrialization with Chinese characteristics and transform the mode of economic growth. Instead of relying mainly on investment and export, we will adopt a coordinated approach that combines consumption, investment, and export to boost the economy. And instead of relying heavily on higher consumption of material resources, we will achieve development by making scientific and technological progress, improving the quality of the workforce, and developing innovative ways of management. We will build a modern industrial system. We will balance urban and rural development, development among regions, and economic and social development, and form a new pattern that integrates urban and rural economic and social development to achieve balanced development among regions. We will adhere to the basic state policy of resource conservation and environmental protection. We will encourage green production and way of living, increase resource efficiency, and control the total discharge of pollutants. In an effort to form a national economic system of intensive and clean development and ensure that the natural ecosystem and the social and economic system are mutually reinforcing. We will address the issues affecting people's immediate interests in areas such as education, employment, income distribution, social security, poverty alleviation, medical care, and public health and work safety, so that all people can enjoy the fruits of reform and development. We will adhere to the basic state policy of opening up, raise the level of the open economy, expand the scope of opening up, and take a more active part in international economic cooperation.
The fundamentals of the Chinese economy have not changed. Between January and September this year, China's GDP grew by 9.9%, and the three major demands of investment, consumption, and export all grew by over 20%. However, since September, with the spread and development of the financial crisis, difficulties confronting China's economic development have become more and more obvious. The growth rate of China's export has begun to decline, and industrial production and corporate profit have been adversely affected to varying degrees. In view of this, and in order to boost economic development, the Chinese government has strengthened macroeconomic regulation in a timely way and decided to follow a proactive fiscal policy and a moderately easy monetary policy. We have lowered the required reserve ratio, cut the deposit and lending rates, and eased the corporate tax burdens. We have recently adopted even stronger measures to generate greater domestic demand. The central government has decided to invest an additional 100 billion RMB yuan this year in projects related to people's livelihood, infrastructure, the eco-environment, and post-disaster reconstruction. This is expected to generate a total of 400 billion RMB yuan of investment nationwide. Between the fourth quarter this year and the end of 2010, investment in these projects will increase by 4 trillion RMB yuan. Implementation of these measures will give a strong impetus to China's economic development. The steady and relatively fast economic development in China is in itself a major contribution to upholding international financial stability and promoting world economic development. Ladies and gentlemen, dear friends, as one of the most vibrant and promising regions in the world, the Asia-Pacific is now an important driving force for global economic growth, as it plays a bigger role and exerts increasing influence in the world economic arena. At the same time, sound and steady growth of the region's economy is threatened by the grim world economic situation, serious issues concerning energy and food security, rising trade protectionism, and environmental degradation. The rich diversity and great interdependence and complementarity among the APEC economies have enabled us to deepen regional cooperation and jointly respond to challenges. We, the APEC members, have long been committed to the bigger goals and promoting economic and technical cooperation. The rich experience we have gained serves as a good foundation for enhancing policy coordination and practical cooperation.